Hi YouTube, this is Pen Withers. I've been looking into white metal kits, brass kits recently, and I thought I'd show you what I was planning to do. I've picked up some different kits, but I haven't really got into them as yet. But I was thinking these pewter white metal kits. I picked this one up, so obviously this one is all the bits are white metal. I've done a few vehicles and I've super glued them together, and I thought it's about time that I did a bit of soldering. I just recently went to a show and had a chat with someone there that was doing kits, and he was really interesting, gave me some good ideas and told me how to go about it. I thought I'd just show you, to start off, some of the stuff that you could possibly need, but after speaking to this bloke at the show, it was perhaps, you don't need as much as you actually do. So we'll start off, we got from Cars, there's a couple of different fluxes. This is Cars Green Flux, and it says for white metal, brass, nickel, silver and steel. So it's just a fairly liquid flux. And also got this one red for brass, nickel, silver and other non-ferrous metals. So a couple of different fluxes. Also got this one, a solder paint, which if you're going to laminate likes of push rods together for train, for drive gear, that you actually paint on, and that's the solder and the flux all in one, for brass, nickel, silver and non-ferrous. Then I picked up this one, Cars Low Temperature Solder. You'll see in a minute how much I've just done. Now I'm done my first wagon, and I've used probably half a stick. Not cheap stuff. That was £4.50 for that one, I think. No, £5 for that. So I wouldn't say it was cheap, but like I say, I've nearly done one wagon with that. So, and then I've got this here, which is Cars 145 detailing solder for likes of the Brassworks. Just bear with me, I'll just move the camera. And then the only other thing that really needed was a temperature controlled soldering iron, so just bear with me. Right, this is the soldering iron I picked up. This is the same one the chap was using at the show. It's more of a temperature controlled soldering station, so, and it actually does the temperature on the tip. So I don't know if you can see on the gauge there, it says heat on excuse me, heat on and wait, and once it gets up to temperature, it will obviously keep it controlled to that temperature. I've got it set at 160 degrees Celsius, which is the setting for white metal kits. Another thing he showed me, I don't know if we can see, if I just the actual tip, it's just like a very pointed tip, and he actually bent the end over, so you've got obviously a point, or you can use the side of it. It's like a chisel tip for getting heat into larger things. But this was $39.99 at Maplin, which the nearest thing I'd seen was a Weller one, and that was 102 quid. This is 60 watts, and like I say, variable temperature. But like I say, still saying wait there at the moment, but it shouldn't be, I should say, it shouldn't be too long, it will be up to temperature. There we are, I'll just show you what we've been doing. Right, so like I say, this is the first one. I thought I'd have a go at this white metal kit. So this is a salmon rail wagon. So that's got the little cranes. I don't know if you can quite see it. That's what it should look like when I've finished. So never done anything like this before. So it was a bit of a learning curve. So obviously in that bag you can see there's quite a few bits. Came with instructions, so it's taken me about 2 hours to get to this. If I hold it, let me just zoom out a bit. This came in 2 pieces, so I don't know if you can just see there in the middle, had to be joined together. So basically you had the 2 decks which are joined together, and then you had the side rails that had to be soldered on. So there's 4 of those. Just see the join there, and then these rails on the bottom, there's 6 of those. I had to bend those to shape. There's little sets in the or positions in here to solder both ends, and to be honest was, I'd almost say, a walk in the park. And then these sections here is where the bogies will sit. There's a little recess that they had to be set in. I think the biggest job with it was cleaning all the flash off. Put the ends on, soldered the buffers in, even down to like the brake wheels here, even soldered those on. Put the rails on top. Actually, I'd say it probably took me about 2 hours to get to that stage, and that includes like making up the cranes to sit on top. So I think they'll sit something like that, I would have thought, and it's just got to be set down over. And I even managed to solder that little fuel tank on to that. Obviously that's soldered to that, little railing soldered on behind. And like I say, probably a couple of hours work, soldered those together. Yeah, I'm quite pleased. The only thing with the kit, it doesn't come with wheels, so that's an extra, and typically I only found that out once I received it. So like I say, I got to get some wheels for it, but we're not far off. Probably another hour would get it together. So what I'll probably do is finish this one off, and then I might just show you a little bit of soldering, because I thought glutton for punishment, I'll buy 2 of these. But like I say, I was a little bit off-putting perhaps, but actually once you get into it, it's not bad at all. But like I say, I got that. You might have seen the other day, I've got this here, which is an O-gauge pannier tank, which obviously I've got. I thought I'd do something like the wagon before I finish off this. This I can't claim to fame. I actually bought this at this stage, so I'd love to be able to say that, oh yeah, I soldered this, but I didn't. Someone else has done all the hard work to get it to this stage, and basically I've just got to do the finishing touches. But like I say, I thought we'd do my white metal kits first, and I have got a wagon kit as well, which an O-gauge brass wagon kit. I thought I'd try the bigger gauge, might be easier, but there we are. Like I say, we've done that. That one's worked quite well, quite pleased with that. So anyway, bear with me, might be a day or two, and then I'll get the rest together and we'll see what it looks like. Thanks a lot, bye now.